Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. As the family's all gone back home and Grandma's playing out of the house. Grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here.
Yo, what the fuck? How is this nigga?
Intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Still in the
the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what a hurry back. They just delivered. And the opponent totally dialed in. Now offense, they're going to right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
How did that fucking dude get that quick?
Incompletion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Back to throw again.
Bro, this nigga got some cheese.
Too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
That's bullshit.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now Hill to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the 1st quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They're going to look to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he reaches the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to get him. The season that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave him a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. No one's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground when he's on 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ridder, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Patterson running between the tackles.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll run with Patterson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And he's not going to get it down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll drop to throw.
That's
And it's going
close,
to be
bro.
batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's got it to the 43 here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 43 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by D'Angelo Malone.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Yo, what the fuck?
They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. On 2nd and 9, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Flushed out right.
Yo.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the way.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. One quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down.
He's got his man London right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. It would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass complete to Cordero Patterson out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That nigga, I swear it was on the dude.
Fun to watch throwing the football this way. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go, back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Wide open. Field goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know. What are you watching?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And
He scored again.
Ravens touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been
I literally played zone, he killed it, and then I went to man and then stopped it. Man's OP.
But they took
I
what
think he has the
time
better
was on the
corners.
clock and used
So
it
he beat me
well,
a
didn't
couple
they?
times.
Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
I don't know. Ain't good. All of them.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he makes another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance looked by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both